Hi y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. I'm Lisa, and this is a video, and really I didn't want to do this one either, but I have to. And I'll tell you why I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it because I don't like talking about the things in the past that I fucked up on. And trust me, there was a lot. Because on my journey, I really took things to such an extreme, all right, that, like, I've always been extreme. Always. I've always acted extreme. And it was usually negative. And I was a force of nature in the most negative way in the past. Is the best way that I can describe it without, like, talking down on myself. This video is going to be about responsibility. Personal responsibility. What does personal responsibility entail? Personal responsibility is taking accountability and responsibility for your whole life, every aspect of your life. The good or the bad, it's accepting it and taking that responsibility. So, when I was younger, I knew that there was a responsibility to everything. All right? And I knew that it was my responsibility to know that and uphold that. However, fear kicked in. My ego, my fear, and trust me, I was full of it back then. I was petrified of everything. I'm not kidding. So, responsibilities. Personal responsibility. Owning responsibility for the things you do, say, don't do, don't say. How you respond. How you don't respond. How you carry yourself. Right? And then, knowing that there's so much weight being carried on this personal responsibility, and that if you don't uphold it, or if you fail to uphold it, then consequences happen, right? We all know this. So, it's also our responsibility to know ourselves, to have control over our minds and our emotions, and control how we treat people. So, not treating people badly, right? And if we do, it is our personal responsibility and our due diligence to take time from the situation, breathe, release the edge off of the emotion, and then separate yourself emotionally, but think about the things that happen, and then make decisions based upon your observances, separating yourself from the emotions, and then do that, whatever it is. So that's the physical personal responsibility. You have a spiritual responsibility as a human being. A spiritual responsibility to the universe, and to whoever you are aligning yourself with spiritually, whether it's with God or if it's with that devil energy within. Just that is your responsibility to make that clear choice. Very clear choice. And that's what this channel is all about, is making clear choices that reflect exactly what you believe, exactly what your intentions are, exactly what your goals settings and what your goals are. So spiritually, it's our responsibility to keep that relationship going with the divine, to cultivate ourselves, to expand, to push ourselves forward into new situations and new people with excitement and goodness and unconditional love, and just being ourselves unapologetically. That is for the spiritual responsibility. It's our spiritual responsibility to remain in the highest of vibrations as much as we possibly can. Even in the bad times and troubles. That's when we should be praying the hardest. And focused on what we do have and be grateful for those things during the hard times, instead of focusing on the hard times themselves and what we don't have, etc. Because where your focus is what you create more of. That is a spiritual responsibility of knowing that. It's your responsibility then to start thinking about and feeling the correct things to get the things that you want in order to achieve and attract. So, we've covered the physical responsibility, we've covered spiritual responsibility. Well, we have an emotional responsibility, which I kind of touched on a little bit already. But our emotional responsibility is to be mindful and aware that our emotions are our sacred energy. And what we're investing our emotions in, whether it's in love and high vibrational things, or if it's in fear and other low vibrational things, we must be mindful of what we're investing our emotions into. All right? And once we are aware of that, it is our responsibility to stay in those higher vibrations, to keep perpetuating all the things that are meant for us to do that. It's our responsibility to keep that unconditional love flowing within us. It's our responsibility to handle triggers appropriately instead of, oh, I'm sorry, I have allergies. You have to excuse me. It's about handling your triggers appropriately. Once they come to the surface, it's about handling them maturely with your emotions by not reacting to the trigger, taking a step back. What is this teaching me? How does this relate to something about myself? Is there something in me that needs to be healed? Things like that. So, I kind of went into the mental responsibility as well. So once we know how to control our thoughts and how to manifest, it is now our personal responsibility to make sure that we're using those correctly. Because we all have that ability. But in order to use it correctly, there is other work that needs to be done. And it's our responsibility and our due diligence to do all this work. As a person, everybody. not just spiritual people, but just everybody. And it's up to the individual person to accept those responsibilities and do what's expected of them or not. You know, it's all up to the individual. So, we have a financial responsibility as well to ourselves and to others, especially if you have children. But as an adult, everybody has financial responsibilities to uphold. And if you have children and a family, like, your responsibility is greater. But if you had children and you were not currently providing for them, you are just kind of in a singular financial responsibility to take care of yourself, to make sure that you are financially stable, to care for yourself. And if you're not, the only way to fix this, 1111, and this is important for your structural foundation. That's what 1111 means. Okay, this is important, so listen up. If you're having trouble with your finances, the only way to solve that is to do this spiritually. The only way to correct it is to go within and do the inner work and develop yourself slowly but surely over time. Transform. Because if you're having trouble financially, there are major blocks that are spiritual blocks that are keeping you from being able to support yourself and to meet your goals. So I'm telling you that if negativity has permeated into the financial aspects of your life and you're having trouble keeping jobs, you're having trouble with work in general, instability, there's a reason for it, and you can bet your bottom dollar that you can always solve it by going back to your spiritual, because it's always the first one to get polluted and not notice, and it's the first place of your life that you should go to when you're having struggles in any area of your life, because going to the spiritual aspect, okay, and really learning and following your intuition and developing and growing and transforming is the only way out of challenges in the areas of your life. And I can also tell you that if you're having trouble with your finances and you're having trouble getting and keeping jobs, and like you're just, having trouble getting and keeping a hold of money to support yourself, it's because every other aspect of your life has been permeated and polluted with negativity and fear, etc. And it's gotten so bad that you can't do shit about shit for yourself unless you really do the inner work to get out of it. So, and what I'm trying to say is, if it's in that financial arena and it's bad, that's how much the situation has blown up in negativity. That's how much of a blockage is in your life spiritually. It shows the seriousness of it all. So, that is a quick video about responsibility and how negativity affects your life. And we'll just leave this video at that. And thank you so much for watching this and all videos. If this video resonated with you, please give like, share, subscribe, comment. It all helps, but what helps the most is the thumbs up. It helps YouTube circulate the videos to other people who are not subscribers who may need the same message. So, with all that, I bid you adieu. Have a wonderful day, and we'll talk soon. Thanks.